Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. And today I'm going to make my version of New England Clam Chowder for you. We're here during the Lenten season, and this is good anytime. And even though it's supposed to be spring, it is cold and sleeting outside. So it's really going to hit the spot today. Now, I'm cheating today because I did the hard work of this when I made my drunken clams. And my drunken clams are pretty much out of sight. Everybody that's ever had them begs for the recipe. So I made a video on them, and I'm going to include that at the end of this video. I will include in the description down below the full version of this, so you can start from scratch if you have not made my drunken clams. But if you haven't, you're missing out. And what I do is, after we add steamed clams, or drunken clams, I save the leftover broth with all of the garlic and onion and clam liquor and all of that and I freeze it. So I have that broth for later to make a clam chowder or fish stew or something else that I want to make like that. So I already did the hard part of making the broth. Now, the recipe that I will give down below will give you chicken stock to use to try and come up with that flavorful broth more quickly. But really, if you make the drunken clams and save that, it's way better. I'm just saying, and it has the white wine in it and stuff. It just really gives it a nice depth of flavor. But you would use chicken stock, bacon, make a bacon off, and I use around 6 pieces when I do, about half a pound when I use the drunken clams. And you want to use about the same amount to go into the New England Clam Chowder. And celery and garlic and onion. Fresh clams are great if you have them. Most people don't. Sometimes they're pretty expensive. So I'm using canned clams today. But I have the advantage that I have a couple of the good ones still left in my broth that I froze. And I have the real good clam juice from when I made the drunken clams. So that's really going to give it some nice depth. A couple of potatoes. Some half and half or cream, a little bit of thyme since I already have my other seasonings in there, and some flour. There's all I need to make it up today. And I don't know if you can see this here, but you can see all the goodies still left in my clam broth left over from the drunken clams. And we'll start putting this together. Okay, so I'm going to add my leftover clam broth. And some of that's butter. That nice yellow stuff in there is actually butter. Look at this, totally warmed up here, and you can see the chunks of bacon in there and garlic, and oh man, it still smells wonderful. While that's warming up fully, since I defrosted it, I'm gonna add my clams. I'm adding 2 cans of clams, juice and all. You want that juice. Get all the goodies out. Go. And then I'm going to add my potatoes, and we're going to bring this up to a low boil and cook till my potatoes are getting tender, and then we'll finish it off here with the cream and the flour and thicken it up. My potatoes are tender, so we're going to add the rest of our goodies in. I'm just going to put in a sprinkle of thyme and a little bit of pepper, and then I'm going to put in half of my half and half, and then I'm going to put the other half in a bowl with my flour And I'm going to mix that quick. And then we'll add that in. And this will thicken it up and give it that nice, rich, creamy flavor. I'm going to bring this down to a simmer and let this go for about another 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, this smells so good. Ooh, she's thick and creamy. Look at that goodness. So you know what comes next. The taste test. So you know what time it is? Time for the all-important taste test. And try it. See there, just look at the chunks. You can see the potato and the clam and the bacon. It's creamy. Get some good stuff on there. Oh no. That sure look good. You can do this the long way that I'm going to give you in the description below, you know, from scratch. But I am going to tell you. Make my drunken clams. Keep the leftover broth. Make this with the wine and the garlic and good stuff that's in there. Oh my God, this is so good. This is really hard to beat. I'm just telling you. I'm going to eat the whole pot, I can tell. Plus, if you save the broth when you do the drunken clams, then as you can see, this came together really quickly, saved you half the work, and you had a really nice clam chowder in no time. So, that's my easy, yummy clam chowder, New England style. Give it a try, see what you think. Try my drunken clams, see what you think. It's a favorite around here. That drunken clam recipe is actually one that I got the idea originally from the Barbecue Pit Boys. You know, I've been watching, I watch a couple big channels, and I have been watching them for years. But I put my own little spin on it, and I just really, really love them. And they have some great recipes. But those drunken clams are totally the bomb. And it sure makes a wonderful base for a New England clam chowder. So, give it a try. It's great this time of year and these cool, cool days, even though spring is supposed to be around the corner. I'm gonna have to eat some more of this. Enjoy! Like, subscribe, and join me next time here in Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking.